But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Throwing here, Nix. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Going all the way to the end zone here. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Kudos to that defense. Seriously, Kate, coming in that situation where your offense just fumbles the ball away, there's no sulking, there's no pouting, it's time to step up and do your job. They did just that.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver set to take the field on offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, it's Nix. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third down run by Dobbins. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Will Lutz getting the call on fourth down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Massive hits. The ball rolls out. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he's out a little short of the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Broncos are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. Runs inside the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
How about that? Just 2 plays to get them in the goal-to-go situation. And if this defense doesn't step up, we could see a touchdown right here.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good play, and here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 17-3 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone.
Oh, my son! Ready! Ready!
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 24, Ravens 3. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
The tight end in motion now. From the gun, Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. All set to go now from the 35. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running this with Henry. He brushed him off with ease. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game.
Ravens 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown.
Oh, my son!
You get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that, with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row, Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
There's the fake, here's Nix. And this one is launched downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Part of the reason this offense been humming today, been in such great rhythm and got this lead, well, they've protected themselves so well. Now they finally get punched in the face. And how do you adjust and how do you respond? Does it remain business as usual to stay out front, or can this defense finally get home? Really had to find a way to get that short completion, because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Bombers. Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds Mims. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Ali to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until...
Oh, brother, it's another interception! Riley Moss with the pick!
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
First down from the 42. They'll give to Dobbins. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Dre Jones.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. The Broncos on top here at Mile High. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And that'll bring up 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to tack on 3 more to this lead before halftime.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's trying to go deep again. And they pick him off again. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Connecting on the slant. Running down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Extra point try now from Lutz. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running it after the penalty. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Rolling out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Digging deep in the playbook here. This is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Luke knocks it through. And that brings it back within 3 scores at least. The gap now 24.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Harvey now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Incomplete.
Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, so it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Almost set. Ready? Bombers, bombers, bombers.
One final shot before the half. Connects on the crosser. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Almost set.
A give to Dobbins to start the third. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
Okay, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Almost set.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 1.
Almost set.
Oh, love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and 41. Pickup of 2 here. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
This is Dobbins. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Second down, give to Harvey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. Quick slant, caught by Sutton. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Mims with the grab. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Hold on, set. Ready.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
4 yards. That's good for our Broncos. First down.
Hold on, set.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Sending him on the dive. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that Running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
13. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. One of the tight ends motioning left. First down, here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
They go play fake with Jackson. Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first down, Jackson bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
And again, it's Jackson.
The second down pass. Alex Singleton on the tackle. A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Third and long for him here. Flush down out to his left. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Ravens going to pump this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Ali to return it. What a hit, and the ball's loose. Oh, man, lucky break there. He falls on it himself. We nearly saw their problems really start to snowball following that touchdown. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. A draw now. This is Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. But anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Broncos going nickel here. Third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos and running back R.J. Harvey, they're ready for their next drive. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Harvey headed right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Third and long for Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And he'll get it up to the 27. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football, and they should be able to coast right through this fourth with that kind of lead. On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Okay, this is going to raise some eyebrows. Surprised he didn't let this one hit down. He fair catches at the 4. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game.
And they pick him off again! Picked off Brandon Jones!
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over first.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here. He loses the football. The Ravens pick it up. And he takes this one up to the 14 before being stopped.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Play action now with Jackson. He lofts one deep, center of the field, and they pick him off again! Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos have it once again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Giving this to Harvey. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Once more. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos have it again after yet another interception.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Over set. Ready. 180. Return.
Play action with Nix. He throws a bullet to this. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos running them out of the building. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Ravens 13. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff headed right to Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the pistol, Henry. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up fourth and long.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
On my set.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
On my set.
Nix off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos continue piling onto this lead.
Ravens 16. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore running its offense out now. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punch.
And they pick him off again! Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos have it again after yet another interception. First down now, ball at the 33.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Give to Harvey here from the pistol. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
On my set.
Harvey gets it on the counter. And he'll get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this.
On my set.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. That's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look at the big guys up front saying, give me a push, and I'll do the rest.
Going deep here for the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So that brings up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Broncos all around him, and down he goes. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.